The other fun thing about this is that I get to bother Nick all week long, calling him when I start hearing the brakes squeak.
This is what people don't know is I blocked Brad's number this afternoon.
Welcome back to the vlog, everybody. I'm Brad. I go by the Whalen, and this is my vlog on Truck Venture. It's bright and early right now. It is like 5 in the morning. The sun is rising. It looks nice over the hills, and I have to make a long drive today from Portland area to the Seattle area for DirtFish Summer Fest. I'm pretty excited about it. First time going. Excited to meet all the off-roaders there and ralliers there. And I'm going to be there with Raptor junkies too, which is pretty cool. A great group of Raptor enthusiasts that do trails and have fun on their trucks. So I'm going to get on the road. You're coming with me. Let's go to DirtFish. Well, we made it, and I'm here with the Raptor Junkies crew, and we're just setting up, and we're trying to figure out how to position the trucks. It's like musical chairs. I just installed mine. I would. All right. Glad you made it,
Hey, Jack, you got a 9-volt battery?
Hey, what's up? How are you?
How you doing? You're going to be part of my vlog.
Over there. Snug?
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
See you later.
Well, welcome to the party.
All right, let's do this. What's your name?
I'm Mitch.
Mitch, all right. I'm Brad.
Brad, where you from, Brad?
I'm from Portland.
Right on, man. Here we go. Here.
Yep. Just for today. Nice. Good times, man. Thank you.
Short ride, sorry, we're all warmed up. So taking it faster each and every time.
Good times.
Yeah, man. Well, good to meet you.
Yeah, absolutely, dude.
So you'll hop on out. So
Yeah, that was legit pretty awesome. That was good. What's your favorite car to rally?
Oh, I don't know. They're like food, right? You can't just pick one. Each
I know.
One of them's unique.
Is there like so I've only rallied my truck really, and I've rallies a stretch term, like I've off-roaded it and
Sure.
like done a couple of things with it. But as far as like professional rally goes, like what is your like, what would you say like is a particular feature of one car over the other that like Subaru versus Volkswagen,
sure,
you know, kind of thing?
You know, I've always been a fan of the primitive stuff, right? Like there's a lot of really cool technology going into modern cars, but I like the vintage stuff because it's so much harder to drive, you know? And it's a real challenge as a driver versus having all the nannies and bells and whistles and things like that, right?
And how about rally off-road like this versus track? Do you have a preference?
Oh, rally, 100%. Yeah. I'm a little biased, but yeah, absolutely. This is so much more engaging than track stuff. I'm sure people will argue to death on that. But
how many times have you done this already today?
Oh, I don't know. At least twice.
We're at Gearhead Garage, which is an awesome self-service garage here in town that you can use to work on your vehicle. Great space to use, and we're doing some maintenance on the Raptor. So we were here once before to start the work on the suspension, and now we're at a point where we're about to do some more adventuring this summer. A lot of trails planned to hit up, and there's just some stuff that needs to get done on the truck. So we're gonna change out the brake pads, do a brake flush, and then also we have to insert the rear leaf springs in the stage 3 leafs in my Icon leafs in the back, and then just some other general maintenance as we go through here, like changing out the dip fluid and whatnot. So we're gonna do some more maintenance on the Raptor now and take you through that as we go. We're visiting the doggies at Gearhead Garage. Moose, how you been? Nick and his infinite organizational skills here, getting everything laid out to do the work. We're gonna go with the ceramic brake pads for R1 because that's what we have. We have the R1 rotors. We have to install these safety bolts on the back of the rear Icon shocks so that the bolt doesn't back out on us, which we've seen happen in the Mojave on our friend Chad's Raptor. So gonna be good to have these in. And the third and final leaf for the Icon shocks finally being installed on the truck, which should help with the kind of weight we have on the truck in the back, especially when I'm fully loaded with gear. And also, I've been towing a lot lately for some reason, so that wasn't really by design. It's just sort of happened that way, so I might as well add some extra leafs in. And this bucket has all the fluids. Next weekend, we're going to be doing some off-road testing on these shocks to dial them in even further, but this gives us a good little tutorial on what we're adjusting right now.
So that's 0. Okay, I've zeroed this one out, which makes sense because the bolt aligns. Click, 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 click. 5. Okay. To help prevent the strut from losing its main bolt, we actually have a little tie rod connector. Goes something like this, along with keeping the bolt from locking out. I think these are actually more to keep the shock, because the shock is mounted on heim joints on both sides, and as you can see, it can rotate back and forth. This is to keep the reservoir and the tubes from rubbing against the wheels and tires and frame. So you set your gap with one of these and use that to kind of keep it from walking back and forth and smacking into things.
And one side is completed.
There's a full brand new set of brake pads, and after mileage, we're about there. The other thing we're looking at, and we'll step outside to look at this, is surface. So we believe we were around 35,000 miles when we changed the pads over to R1s. Now these are the same exact brake pad, and if you look at our thicknesses, I'll put one in front of the other. I'll put one behind the other so you can get a thickness comparison. We're not quite there yet, but in our case, it's better safe than sorry. And normally I would run them until the little groove in the middle is completely gone. That's kind of your danger zone. The other thing we're looking at is surface. And I don't see much of it, but I see a little bit of micro cracking over here. And that means that the actual surface material that they made the pads out of has started to break apart its bonds. And so they're due.
For reference, we are at 62,000 miles right now.
So Nick's note of the day: look, kids, don't cheap out on brake pads, because there is only 8 times that much surface area stopping you from dying. Buy good brake pads. Buy good tires. They're the 2 things that keep your car from crashing. They make your car controllable and stoppable. Ask any race car driver. They say, what is the best thing you can do to make your car go faster? They'll tell you put better brakes on it. I've already compressed the piston, so we should just need to seam this back together.
The other fun thing about this is that I get to bother Nick all week long, calling him when I start hearing the brakes squeak.
This is what people don't know is I blocked Brad's number this afternoon. Look, kids, brake squeak is a thing. Ceramic brakes make noise. Pure ceramic brakes make a lot of noise. So if your brakes are making noise, stop complaining. Drive harder. All right, press the pistons. Big truck, heavy weight. There's actually a parking brake inside here. It's a drum brake inside a disc. But fun thing to point out, the parking brake on this truck is bigger than the rear brake on the Prius next to us. So when we assembled this last time, we had put in the heavy spring and left out the medium spring, which makes it their medium of the 3 settings. Now we're putting back in the medium spring and the heavy spring to just get that much more rear payload. Because Brad likes to carry a lot of things.
And we are down. First look at stance with the 3rd spring. It's kind of hard to tell, but it's there.
It's going to be impossible to tell until we roll back out, but yeah.
And we're back home. Thank you to Raptor Junkies for inviting me to DirtFish Summer Fest this year. It was a lot of fun, and it kind of makes me want to rally a car now. So that's something to think about. And a big thanks to Nick for always being a great friend and helping me out with the truck. If you like this content, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.